What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Game is on Point 360. Gonna go ahead and do a quick response. Well, I guess it's not gonna be too quick. To versus response to my video. Basically, I made a video a couple weeks ago saying that he's biased, and he doesn't. I don't get what he doesn't see on why people judge him as being biased. To me, it's clear cut. It's pretty simple. It's obvious. So he made a video that responded to me. I'm shooting this from my iPhone, and my internet blows. So if you actually want to see, the whole video, you can only show his video here is what? You can't even tell. That's how bad my camera is. His video is 9 minutes and 8 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and just respond to his points. I'm not gonna pause, play, clip, and he's feel free to judge me or come back against me because I'm not gonna put any words in his mouth. And we both have video evidence of what we said, so if either one of us misquote the other one, there's a video simply to prove that wrong. His first argument was against the fact that I said when Backbreaker had came out, he right off the top went and put out a warning video. Now he said that it wasn't a warning video; it was kind of bracing the public for this game was such hype and yada yada yada. So it was more so a warning, to brace people as opposed to premeditated to bash the game. My perception is more so the game had tons of hype, but from people who didn't like Madden. The game did not have tons of hype from people who liked Madden. So that is a simple conclusion. People who like Madden liked Madden. I don't think I can name any Madden converts. All my friends that play Madden don't play Backbreaker. So it could be just me, my circle. And what I notice on YouTube is if somebody likes Madden, they still like Madden. They don't like Backbreaker. There's no both sides of the fence. People like the controversy, so they stick to what they like. But that's my opinion on it. I could be wrong. Again, our opinions won't supersede one another. Where I do feel that I am clearly right is where if you start to watch Versus's video, it's called Is Versus Biased Towards Backbreaker? Well, let's find out logically. If you start to watch his video, once he's doing his response, he takes sort of a elitist point of view. He says he starts to use a lot of what I term to see misdirection. He seems like an intelligent guy. He's got a good vocabulary. I don't think he's reading out of a book. I don't think he's scripted. But I myself have a good vocabulary. I could stretch deep into that realm, and we can get into these inductive and deductive type arguments. But to me, again, that's misdirection he's trying to use on here. The general YouTube community wants to hear it how it is. They don't want to hear a lot of smoke and mirrors. He believes that I'm stating simply off the probability that I guess cannot, and the YouTube community who bash him, so to speak, cannot comprehend that you can have, as he said, the Euphoria engine on one side, which outweighs the 14 negative videos. And I fully get that. But you know what? You can make 14 videos highlighting the physics just as you made 2 to 3 to 4 videos highlighting bad camera. So that excuse really doesn't get you off the coin there. It doesn't get you out the gates. It's flawed logic. It's not probability. It's none of that. You make videos that are multiples of a bad feature and make one of a positive feature. That is biased. You have one thing being the physics, as you said, that outweighs all the negatives, getting 1 to 2 videos, and tiny little things getting 15 to 20 videos because you're doubling them. You're not just going, well, Backbreaker has one really, really, really strong point, and that outweighs all the negatives, but I got to show that, the bad things. I got to show that they have bad catch animations. I got to show this. You're like, no, I got to show they have bad catch animations. Once. And again, I got to show that they have, flawed camera. And again, and then you show a video where you struggle to feel the kick. Again, me and him have nothing against him. I love debating. I stated in the last video. But his point of view comes off like, as I said, an elitist. He speaks to how mankind is a pattern-seeking species, which I could agree in many points. But the way he puts it is, we're a pattern-seeking species, but he rises above that. And everybody else is just, not everybody, but everybody against him in this is just clinging to terrible logic and to a terrible idea, since there is nothing to cling to. Again, watch the videos, guys. Take a look at his video. Take a look at my video. If I'm wrong, call me an idiot. Yeah, tell me where I'm wrong, and we'll discuss that. If he's wrong, tell him he's an idiot. Tell him he's wrong. My basic perspective is he made a 9-minute video, and his only defense is that I see his argument as unbalanced. It's not simply that. It is unbalanced. It's not just the way I see it. And he's making it unbalanced. He's not showing the highlights of the game. He will show oh, yes, the game has good physics, but, it does have this, and that. Well, why can't you show the physics more dominantly? If you're trying to give somebody a true perspective of this game, you should give them a lot. I mean, for example, let's just take a basketball player. You got a basketball player who scores 20 a night, 25 a night, and they're just a shooter. They can shoot, they can shoot, they can shoot, they make their free throws, they hit their threes, but they're not a very physical player. They're not going to grab you boards. They're not going to grab you tons of assists. But they shoot lights out. They play solid D. Two big things. But again, they're not going to dive on the ground. They're not going to sit there and make the highlight reel with the dunks and this and that. So they still get their 25. They're still just shooting and getting their 25. They're still lighting the scorebox up. If you're going to make a highlight video, or if you're going to evaluate this basketball player, you wouldn't go, oh, well, he's not that quick, so let's make a video about how he's not that quick. Even though his defense is kind of good, he's not that quick. Oh, well, he doesn't get to the basket, so let's just show how he pulls up all the time. Oh, well, he does this, so let's just show that. We're going to show one video of the shooting. That's what you're doing. You're showing one video of the shooting, which is the physics. There is plenty to be shown. Again, I am not a reviewer. I come out here to put Backbreaker highlights up. And for other topics, I enjoy debate. I think it's a intellectual matchup. So that's why I do that. I don't stretch into the realm of doing the reviews as you do. So, in my opinion, for a person who's giving reviews such as the way you are, when you're going, oh, it has one really great thing, so I'm going to show you that once or twice, and it's got 15 bad things, so I'm going to show you those each 2 to 3 times. So, again, I stand firmly behind it. I'm not shrouding it. I'm giving you exact facts, details. I'm not, trying inductive, deductive, etc., etc., etc. It's like the argument for God or against it. It'll never be solved. And when you try to use terminology like that, and when you try to classify everything as opinion, you're right. You can't duel, I guess, somebody else's opinion. You can't prove an opinion wrong because it's a point of view. I'm just simply telling you that's why you catch flack, and you might want to look at if you have a lot of people with the same point of view, then you might want to think that it's you and not everybody else. You classify everybody as a species that seeks patterns, but you're above that in this sense. You seek the logic, and everybody else clings to an idea in this case. Again, like I said, apologize. I didn't really skip through his video. I tried to do that earlier so you could hear what he said and then what I said. But my computer's acting up here, being slow as ever. So, versus, feel free to edit me, critique if I misspoke for you. But you stated my argument was based off balance. And that's not simply what my argument is. It is that you show what you want to show multiple times, and then you show what you want to show one time. And it's misleading, it's misdirection, and that's simply it. Alright, guys, again, this is Game is On Point 360. When we're looking at the name there, guys, it's a capital G, lowercase, that is how, on 360 I got a capital G, lowercase m, capital I. But it stands for Game is On Point 360. This is my response to versus. I'm out.